Hey everybody, what's going on? Harley Q here, back with another video, and today we are doing April's monthly pickups. Now, I am back to doing videos at least once a week. I'm actually working on some great collabs with people. I'm adding a Google form into the bottom where everyone can fill out and just give a general suggestions to give to me what they think that would be better improvements for the channel or ideas that they have for the channel, since people like to leave comments and stuff. I do read every single YouTube comment and I actually respond to every single one. Obviously I don't get that many, but I was thinking moving forward we might do a new thing with the channel where I might try and get certain videos out for certain times of the week depending on how the system works out. But I'm doing currently just a general survey right now, and that is going to be in the description down below, so make sure to fill out that form. And yeah, but anyway, let's jump right into the video. So I have a small little deck for April because now we're just getting back into garage sale season. I actually have a nice little collection for May already, and I'm so excited to share that, guys, with you. But right now I don't really have too much for April because, again, we're just sort of getting into it. But what I got, I think, was some pretty decent stuff, and there is some stuff that isn't necessarily game related. It's just kind of things that I enjoy. So I have a stack here that came from, this is my Goodwill stack right here. So we'll kind of start with that. And what I'll do is I'll actually start with the non-game stuff because, you know, why not? So I got Princess Mononoke and Berserk. And apparently this is like a $50 anime, this one. I found only one other copy on eBay at the time in which I bought it. And I think this was $2.99. It was actually pretty cheap. And same thing with Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke, I've only seen it a handful of times, but it is really, really good. Pretty violent too, if I remember correctly.
Now, the fate of the world rests on the courage of one fearless princess.
I'm not afraid to die, and I would do anything to get the humans out of here.
But yeah, really good movie. A lot of people like to cosplay as Princess Mononoke, and just a solid movie. I believe this is Miyazaki. I feel like this is a Studio Ghibli film, but I'm not sure. It is Studio Ghibli. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I thought this was Studio Ghibli. Alright, so yeah, a great Studio Ghibli film, and it's definitely worth a watch. I've never actually seen Berserk, and I don't know, I must have been thinking of like a different anime, because this one is like very different from the one that I remember. I don't know what anime I was thinking when I bought it, but I was looking at it and it just looked so beautiful. So I kind of... It did look so beautiful. No, all jokes aside, it's such a beautiful little box set here. And this is, oh god, that one does not want to stay in. Yeah, but it's like a beautiful little box set, and I just needed to have it. And for, you know, it's rare to see anime at the Goodwill. It's not uncommon, but like usually it's like anime stuff. Like I've seen a couple of things, but it's very rare to see something like a box set like that. It's usually things like, you know, Princess Mononoke. I definitely will pick those up when I see them, though, because I actually don't own any Studio Ghibli besides this one and maybe one other movie on DVD, so I have them all downloaded somewhere, digital forms of them, so. But it's nice to actually have that because, you know, power might go out and you might need to watch something on your laptop or something, so. Definitely nice. Those were the only non-game related things this month for pickups. So other pickups that I will show, I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. This was actually, it's funny because I had bought the day before, because I go multiple days in a row. On this, I can tell you when it was put out because I remember it being on the stock shelf. It was 4/11, right? So I bought this, the 4th, obviously, on the 11th. And I didn't see this one out, and the next day when I went, I was checking where the video games are, and then I saw this one shoved in between DVDs, so I got these 2 separate days, but they were put out on the same day. I think I got this one because the one that I own is Greatest Hits, and I just kind of wanted to have the Black Label one. That's sort of how I operate, where I always say that I don't really care if it's a red one, but if I can replace it and get the Black Label and get rid of the red label or something like that. And I'm pretty sure this one I know is missing the manual. So what I have to do is I'll have to get the manual, which I'm almost certain I have an extra copy of the PlayStation 2 manual. So if I could do that, I could sell this. I don't think this sells for super cheap, but I don't think it's expensive either. I think this might be a $10 game, but I'm not sure. This one was $4.99. This is actually a $12, almost $13 game. So this was definitely a good purchase, and I didn't own it, which I'm pretty sure I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. So this one's definitely staying in the collection. Yeah, so this one was complete in box, is like a $13 game, so I figured this was a good grab. It would probably be less than that because the manual's missing, so I just have to see if I have the manual. But I figured this was also a good grab to flip, and apparently I don't have it in my collection, so I guess I will be keeping this, but I'm going to double check because I'm almost certain I have this one. It might have just gotten missed while putting it in there, but, you know, if I don't have it, then I guess this is a good grab. Well, this is why you need to check your price charting, but I was pretty sure I had that one. I'm convinced I have that one. So convinced. The next one I kind of bought because I had very little in my grabs for the month, so I figured I would grab this. So I figured I'd grab this for the month. It's Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now this one isn't a super valuable game either. It actually is missing the manual. So this is like an $8, almost $9 game, which I figured since I didn't have it, it's more than $4.99, it was kind of worth grabbing. You know, obviously this isn't like a ridiculously expensive game, but sometimes when I'm just not sure what to get, and I know that Need for Speed games are decent, so I picked it up anyway. I have Most Wanted for the 360, but this was a different cover, and this looked, I think this is the, I don't know, this is bestseller edition, platinum hits, and, you know, I just kind of figured I'd go for it, and, you know, I don't regret it, so, you know, there's that. Another game that I got was Call of Duty World at War, and I'm gonna say it, this is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. Yeah, I already own this game for my 360, but this is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. I don't have a legitimate reason why, probably because this is the first, like, where Nazi zombies came into the whole thing, and to me, I don't know, I guess, like, the World War II thing is just really cool to me because I was really happy to grab this. I figured I'd flip it because it goes for like a $9 game complete in box. And when you look at the current statistics of the games, they generally are, this one's actually going up in price. I feel like people like me who kind of sold off their copy and are now kind of wanting to play the game, I do feel like this is one that people are actually going to want to play because I was very addicted to this particular Call of Duty game. I generally don't like Call of Duty games, so it's really rare for me to say that I like a game. But this one I adore very much. But yeah, I played this one so much. My copy is probably burnt out because I played it so much. But yeah, not even the live. Just like the story I played a lot because I really enjoyed the story and I really loved that Nazi zombie mode. I loved World at War. I thought this was a really good Call of Duty game. And I generally don't like Call of Duty games. The next three I actually bought at the same time and I actually have video for that. So I have video of me talking. So we'll kind of give myself a chance to talk about it. So it's raining, so hopefully you can't hear my wipers too bad. But I bought a couple of other things that really had nothing to do with the channel. So I might show those, I might not. They're just books and stuff, Harry Potter stuff. But I did see that stack of PlayStation 4 games, and I got Street Fighter V and God of War 3 Remastered. I already have this from my PlayStation 3. I saw it there and it goes for a decent price, so I figured if I want to sell it or whatever, that'd be okay, or just to keep it. And then Street Fighter, I just have a lot of fighting games. It was a fighting game kind of a, you know, time. I buy a lot of fighting games that I don't ever play. But yeah, I just figured I'd grab this for my PlayStation 4. And probably the golden thing for the trip was Mortal Kombat for the Game Gear. I have never seen a Game Gear game in the Goodwill out of all the times I've ever been there. It's very rare for me to find cartridge games. There was NBA Jam, but the game was like $1 with just the case, and it just didn't seem worth it to pay $3.99 for it just because it was there. So it'll probably be gone by the time that it's Dollar Day, you know, and if it's there on Dollar Day, I'll buy it. If it's not there on Dollar Day, then it's not really that big of a deal. It won't bother me at all not to have it. But I'm gonna say a pretty good haul. I got some anime. I got, I think, Berserk. They had Berserk there, and then they had Princess Mononoke. However, I'm on a rant, and I have stuff that I have to do today. But today was definitely a good haul at the Goodwill, and this is why you need to go every single day. I probably won't film a video every time I leave a Goodwill, probably just when I get really good grabs like I did today. Pretty solid, pretty epic, pretty happy. The reason why I purchased these two was because I love God of War games, And I don't own any Street Fighter games. Well, that's not true. I own Street Fighter games. I have to. There has to be a Street Fighter game that I own. So, I only own one other Street Fighter game, and it's for my Sega Genesis. I know that's like blasphemy. I know I probably just lost like 50 followers. It's crazy that I never really got into Street Fighter. I was more of a Mortal Kombat person. So I own a bunch of Mortal Kombat games, but I own very few Street Fighter games, and it felt like this was a good time to get into Street Fighter. I'm not sure how the Street Fighter is, but, you know, again, PlayStation 4 games are now starting to become a normal thing at the Goodwill because people are getting rid of their stuff because, you know, the system's now considered the older system, and it's just a good time to be buying for the system and getting stuff for the system. I believe Street Fighter for the PlayStation 4, this is like a $12 game, so to get for $5, that's not bad, I don't think. And God of War, I have God of War 3, I have like so many times. Yeah, God of War 3, I have it for my PlayStation 3, and I have it, obviously have it remastered. This is another $12 game. Seemed like a solid pickup to get. And then, you know, it's funny, I was mentioning Mortal Kombat, because we now have Mortal Kombat for my Game Gear. And I haven't gotten any Game Gear games. I actually need to start buying them, because really, I only own this and Sonic 2. I obviously didn't own a Game Gear growing up, so I just got a Game Gear last year, I think last April, before I started doing the monthly pickup videos. So I came with Sonic 2, and that is it. Although I will say I did play Sonic 2 a lot when I first got that Game Gear, so I'm pretty excited about it. I also have the adapter, so I don't have to, you know, waste all those batteries. And then I have a game, a Wii U game, not a very good one, but we have LEGO Dimensions. I got this at GameStop for like 99 cents, and I'm getting one step closer to that complete Wii U collection. I'm just trying to power through. For those of you who don't know, I am going after a complete Wii U collection. I'm slowly getting there. Each month I'm trying to get at least one game for the Wii U, or multiple games. Last month I actually got like 4 or 5 games, but this month I only got 1, which is fine. It's rare for people to be able to collect a whole library from one system. I think the Wii has like 174 physical games. It might be more, it might be less. I go on price charting typically, and what I do is I go to the Wii U section and I look from high to low, or lowest to high, or whatever, and I just go through of what games I need and all that stuff. So I slowly am getting there. Actually, if you look at it, it's slowly getting there. There's more oranges on the collection side than on the wishlist side. And every time I go out, you know, especially to game stores or, you know, flea markets, I try to go out for Wii U games, especially GameStops, because now GameStops are really trying to push those games out because they're getting PlayStation 5 games in. Although they still had a decent selection of Wii games for that. I noticed there was a lot less Wii U games. It's just funny because people are still even playing the Wii even now. So that's just crazy to me. And the last thing, I actually bought this the very, very, very last day of the month. We happened to have a community yard sale that was happening the whole day, and it's funny because I didn't find any games at any yard sales, but I did stop at a pawn shop. And this pawn shop, I didn't even have my camera with me because it wasn't even planned to go there. We just were walking, we walked past it, the door was open, and I saw the whole wall of games right there in the entryway. I got Battle for Volcano Island, but it has a SpongeBob game in here, Creature from the Krusty Krab, which I did not own this disc. And if I remember correctly, this is like a $7 game, I think? Yeah, this disc itself is $7.25. The thing is, though, I needed this case because I had this game already. I just only had the disc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously take this disc. I still need the manual. I'll probably end up buying a pack of manuals off of eBay. I keep saying that, I just haven't done it yet. And I will, you know, get that done. This was, all of the games here were $5, which I ended up paying $25. I should have bargained, but I don't know, I wasn't expecting this kind of stuff. So, you know, I bought what I knew. I also had my 2 nephews with me, so it was kind of hard to do like price charting. So I just kind of went with games that I generally knew would probably have some form of value, or a game that I would want. So yeah, that one I knew I needed this. So even if the game was like whatever, it was worth it to just get the case for it. So now I finally have Battle for Volcano Island with the box. It still needs the manual, but whatever. And then I got Sonic and the Secret Rings. So my other nephew, he wasn't with me this day, but he loves Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're a big Sega Sonic family, so this was like a must grab. And this was like a $7 game, I believe, almost $8 game, $7.60 something. So I grabbed this, again, $5, pretty good grab. And the other one that I grabbed was, well, I grabbed it because it's one of those double packs, which I didn't realize they did for the 360. I knew they did it for the original Xbox, but I didn't know they did it for the 360, where they put double games in like that. So it's obviously Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which I don't even own this game at all. I know it's an absolutely terrible game, and I would love Red to do a review on it. And it's also, you gotta own a terrible game. And then Viva Pinata, which I did actually play Viva Pinata when I was younger. And I love this damn game. It's not a good game. I'm not even gonna try and pretend that it's a good game, but I remember the commercials for Viva Pinata. They were the best commercials. The Viva Pinata commercials were the best commercials, and definitely sold the game. The game was not good. It was about pinatas.
Whoa. You could break me open and take my candy, but wouldn't you like something better? I'll tell you a secret. I'm a magical pinata, and if you get me down from here, I'll grant you all your wishes. For you, an X-ray machine. For you, a pet cobra. How about sunscreen, pants that fit? Trevor, karate lessons? Just get me down and it's all yours. Come on. Come on. Just so we're clear, kids, I'm not magical.
Giddy up! Yeah! Yeah! That was acting, children! Bravo for me!
Pinatas have a better place to go.
But Viva Pinata, man, we should live stream it. Another one which I thought was a solid game to even find there was Minecraft Story Mode. Is this the season pass, I guess? I don't know. I didn't know there was even the season pass. I didn't even know. But it was, it's missing the manual. Not a big deal. Yeah, so I just grabbed Minecraft. I'm a big fan of Minecraft. Those of you who've been on my Twitch know that I love Minecraft, so figured I'd grab it. And then I was just going to buy these 4 games, and at the checkout they had a bunch of GBA games. And I was trying to go through it, but I was kind of going fast, and it was more of just like, random SpongeBob games and all this stuff. And I couldn't remember what GBA games I had, but I knew from a video that I watched on YouTube a while ago that this particular game, not that it was expensive, but just for the cart, and for the quality of the game, it was kind of like that weird, like, I didn't realize it was that much. I thought it would only be a $5 game. And it was The Sims Busting Out. So it was The Sims Busting Out. And I had this game as a kid, and I played the crap out of it. I actually think it was a decent game. I think my sister has my original copy, or it was technically her copy. I just played it a lot. So I saw it and I was like, wow, perfect grab, need to have. So grabbed it, and it's a $14 game to my surprise. So all in all, I mean, did I make, would this have been a moneymaker? Not really. I mean, probably the Nuts and Bolts game probably would have been a good one to grab, because that would be an easy flip. Same thing with the Busting Out. I'm not obviously flipping any of these, but just for context, I was so pleased, and I definitely plan on going back there. I've been to this pawn shop. This is my 2nd or 3rd time going, and I just always kind of forget that it's there. I definitely plan on going back because it's $5 a game, which is exactly what I'm paying, and the best part is they don't really charge tax if you pay with cash. So that's, pretty awesome. But I figured this was some pretty good grabs, and just not the Wii U game, that had nothing to do with it, but these were some pretty good grabs. I just did some more online ordering because as of right now, that's basically my only source of getting games, is finding online sites that sell games, because it's just been that kind of game economy, I guess you could say. It's great to be a seller right now. It is not great to be a buyer right now, at least from my personal experience with the things that I wish to buy. I know that people are having a really good time scooping up some of these other things, but they also have a lot more time than I do. I have basically just my one Goodwill location in my area that I can go to, and the weekends, which is where I got a good chunk of these games. But what I said is my month of May is actually already looking really, really good, and I think May is going to be a much more exciting video. And obviously I'll be throwing in the overviews of just things. I'm going to try and show you videos as soon as I leave the stores or when I get them. It depends who I'm with, because I do actually spend some time with my family when I do some of these videos. Like, for example, when I bought these, I was with my sister and there was no way I was doing an overview of that. If I'm at the Goodwill, I'll definitely do some overviews and whatnot. But like I said, we're gonna do some revamping to the channel, just some other stuff, getting your guys' opinions on what you'd like to see content-wise. I would like to start doing kind of interview styles of people, of kind of like what got them into gaming and whatnot, but that's future content that is planned down the line. I think that would be kind of cool to discuss, because everyone is in this passion, I guess you could say, in this market for a reason, and I kind of like to know it, like what's the one game that got them into it, and just to share that with them, and to share some of their tips and tricks on how they get games. I think that would be cool as well. It's funny because the more you talk to people, the more you start to learn the things that they do, and you share those ideas, and it's really cool to like kind of open that discussion. So that's kind of like what I was kind of gearing to go towards for people who are game collectors. I do have some people who want to do collabs with me who aren't necessarily game collectors, but are gamers and would probably be more of a gaming discussion video. But I definitely think that that would be kind of fun to do, at least in the future. But that's pretty much it. That is the video. We will have videos out every week. I will have videos out every week, and I'm pretty excited about it. I really love doing this. It's a great passion of mine. I love sharing knowledge with you guys and just what I've learned since I started this channel and really started posting. I have learned a ridiculous amount. I have been out and about and seen video games priced at a store or at a flea market, and have known just by looking at it that it is an eBay price. And I think that's kind of crazy. I'm so proud of myself and of all of the progress that I've made and that I've been able to share with you guys. It's not even so much me, I learn from you guys and you learn from me, and we create this community, and I'm blabbling now. So anyway, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave a comment below. What do you think? What do you think was the best pickup of the month? And always follow me on my social medias. You know, follow me on my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Twitter. And I'm on TikTok now. And what I'm going to do on TikTok is I'm going to be posting all of the crazy things that I find at thrift stores. I'll try not to post too much of the game stuff, just so, you know, I keep the secrets out there on the crazy things that I get and the prices in which I get them for. I'm actually like so impressed because I just got like a huge like bunch of games that I got for pretty cheap. So anyway, that's the video. Be safe out there, because again, the world has just fallen apart. It's slowly coming back together, but it's still falling apart. And we'll see you next time.